Coming to the next topic up for discussion is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and that is introducing anime to new people.
Welcome to the Gulag.
If you're going to do that, what anime do you show new people to draw them in, and then they will go and look at other anime and get interested in the whole genre of entertainment? I had a few suggestions from friends, but I picked out 3 that I thought, yeah, they would watch this and would love it. Now, these are just my opinion. If you have any anime you would recommend to beginners, feel free to put it down in the comments. But I've picked out 3 that I feel are closest to TV shows in terms of the plot. That's one thing that would make it easier for people, is make the jump easier for people, is having something that's close to what they're used to. So I picked out 3, and yeah, the first one I picked out was Death Note. If you're an anime fan, you've definitely either read or seen or just even heard about Death Note. I first read it in 2007. I was young when I read this, and then I watched it that same year. It was good, loved it. Recently watched it with my parents. My parents were not the best anime fans, as in they didn't want to watch it because, subtitles, so we just watched it in English dub. Hate me for it, I don't care. But yeah, we watched it, my mom enjoyed it. She said it did drag on a bit, which I do agree on. I feel like there's another way you could have ended it, but yeah. So the plot of Death Note is, there's this genius kid. He's only 17. His name is Light. And he is one of the smartest, if not the smartest child at his school. And one day he's just in class and he sees this book fall from the sky. He picks up and it says Death Note. And it's from there, it just goes off. This guy just uses his power to completely just shift the world's ideals. Because this Death Note is does exactly what it sounds like. You write a person's name and how they die, and they die. That's it. Sometimes even if you just put in the names, a person will die of a heart attack. It's an incredibly powerful tool. And what makes this show interesting is, it was as soon as he realized the full capabilities of this notebook, he was like, cool, the world is basically mine now. I'm going to kill all the bad people, and I'm going to set things right. I'm going to make sure that good prevails and evil suffers. He's going to become the new god of this world. But because all the criminals start dying, the police start to investigate, and then there's this other genius who's on the side of the police who wants to chase Light. So it's like a cat and mouse game between 2 geniuses, which is where the drama ensues. The lengths that these people go to just to prove a point is amazing. If you're a first-time anime watcher, you need to watch Death Note. It's incredible. It's engaging. It becomes addictive. Because some of these cliffhangers they leave off on, you're just like, what? No, what are you going to do? What's going to happen now? So you have to watch the next episode. It's brilliant. I love it. It's also ludicrous. That's the one thing. If you're going to get into anime, you have to accept that it's going to be some BS in these shows. even if they're trying to mimic real life, it's gonna be some BS. You will never fully come to grips to how ridiculous anime could be. Even this one, where it's closer to real, not even real life, but just like TV shows in general, you will never come to grips of the stuff. Nearly swore there. The stuff they get away with. If this was the real world, they would have locked it off immediately. But yeah, I think another thing to point out in this show is it makes you think if the main character is the protagonist or the antagonist, or in other words, is he a good guy or a bad guy? Because yeah, he's killing criminals across the world, but is that the right thing to do? Is that the right course of action to kill and to get rid of all the criminals in the world, no matter the transgression, no matter the crime? It's something akin to like the arguments when people say, Batman should kill, or Superman should kill, or Spider-Man should kill. And I feel like if you want to see another side of this debate, you should watch the show if you're interested. I'm not gonna lie, if I had that book, people would be disappearing. They don't know where they're going, just poof. But good thing is not real. The second show I recommend is Attack on Titan. Now, Attack on Titan isn't finished. It isn't finished yet. It's going to finish next year. But it is one of the best shows to watch. One of the best shows to watch. Highly recommend, highly. I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, the first few episodes of Attack on Titan were boring. They were boring. I was like, what? Where's this hype? Everyone's saying, oh, I need to watch Attack on Titan. I need to watch Attack on Titan. But where is this hype? It's so boring. What is going on? But then when you proceed to later episodes, just like, oh my god, everyone's gonna die. It is. Everyone dies. Everyone dies. Okay, not everyone dies. But the kill count on this must be, oh my god. So just to give a brief rundown of what Attack on Titan is like, is in this world, like hundreds of years ago, people were brought to the edge of extinction because these beasts called Titans, they were nearly wiped out. So they built these walls and put themselves inside and kept the Titans out, because the Titans couldn't break down these walls. But because Titans, they like to eat humans, but they don't eat it for food, they just love to do it. They don't know why, you'll find out later, but that's just what they do. They don't care. And it centers around this one guy called Eren Yeager. I can't even say his name properly. You have to say it in anime. Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager. Sorry. But yeah, it centers around him and his friends. And one day, 2 new types of Titans appear out of nowhere, destroys one of the walls, and his mom gets left behind. I say left behind, but she got crushed by a house and then eaten. This fuels Eren because he wants to join the Survey Corps, which is like a branch in the military, to go outside and kill all the Titans. Just like fuels him to the end. And this guy just, every scene he just says it. He wants to kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. But it's not straight up action. When you get past the first few episodes, and then you see the first initial twist, you start to get a sense of, okay, there's something going on in the background. There's something this show is not telling me, and I need to watch to find out more. It's like every season there's a twist, there's a new spin, there's a new take, and it just builds and builds and builds until this like final season is just going off. This last season is just, oh my god, I want to cry, I want to laugh, I want to do everything, because they're just going off in this season, I'm telling you. Another key point to mention is they really get you invested in these characters. Like, they really put you in their shoes, and they really want you to feel for these characters. And you end up caring for them, you do, because some of them you relate to, some of them are funny, some of them are serious, some of them just like, why are you here? I hope they eat you. I mean, that was me, but I don't know about you. But yeah, they just really good at character development. So they have really good characters. I don't think there's one character I'm like, what's your motivation? Why are you here? Maybe like one of the side characters, but apart from that, they don't waste time. They're just constantly making sure the appropriate character gets the appropriate backstory and their side is told. But yeah, Attack on Titan, you have to watch it if you're new. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend that. Now this last one, if you're a proper anime fan, this last one, you probably might not agree with me. Yeah, you're not gonna agree with me on this. Baki the Grappler, or just Baki. If you're an anime fan, you're not going to agree with me, because this show is ridiculous. If Jackie Chan made an anime just based on the ridiculousness of the martial arts, this would be it. This would be it. Let me just give you the premise, and you will hear the ridiculousness. So there's a guy, his name is Baki. Say hello to Baki. And his mom is training him to beat his dad. His dad is the strongest creature on earth. Not the strongest man, the strongest creature on earth. His back has a face. Let me stress that. He has trained his body to the point where the muscles in his back resembles a face. That's just the first taste of ridiculousness. The first taste. I'm sorry if I did a lot of sniffing. I'm not really too well. Then the man kills Baki's mom. Kills him. 2 claps to the head. Dead. Oh shit, was that a spoiler? Oh my god, I spoiled it for you. LOL. It was really mad. The plot is take it or leave it. You think, oh, let me engage with this plot. But then by the time you're watching these ridiculous things happen, you're just like, what is the plot? It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's just about a revenge story. Baki going out and training just to beat his dad. Now, there's a certain order to watch the show. There's Baki the Grappler, and then you go into Baki, and then there's, guess what? There's another show called Baki Hanma. I know, it's not confusing. It's very straightforward. But yeah, and all it's like with each show, they just get more and more crazy. More and more crazy. I want to think of a quick example just to give you a sense of what's happening. But Jackie's dad, Yujiro, there you go. Ha, good at Japanese. Yujiro. He punched the earth still. Mind you, this is not about having powers or special abilities or anything. There was an earthquake. He jumped up, punched the earth, and it stopped. And these are supposed to be regular people that's trained in the martial arts. Okay, anime. Okay. Whatever you say. But yeah. The reason why I recommended this one was because it gives you a full scope of the ridiculousness of anime. That's the thing, anime will have good plots, good characters, but then they just take this ridiculous curve out of nowhere for no other reason than just to be ridiculous. Does it furthers the plot, but just in a weird, ridiculous way. I can't stress this enough. If you're going to watch anime, you need to take it less seriously, otherwise you will not survive. Yeah, those are the 3 animes I would recommend. There's probably people that might say Fullmetal Alchemist, maybe My Hero. If you want another show which is just ridiculousness, One Punch Man. If you're looking for a long show, One Piece. If you're looking for something weird, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But yeah, those are my 3 recommendations in terms of what to watch, and yeah, hopefully these help you and you get, further into the anime field.